Sports welcomes you to NBA Game 5 of the Western Conference Semifinals. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Taking a look at Minnesota. They've made pretty short work of the competition. Just 2 losses so far in the postseason.
No secret here, guys, that in this situation, the winner of Game 5 goes on to win the series the vast majority of the time. So they want to take care of business here and avoid a do-or-die Game 6 in hostile territory.
Now, here's McDaniels. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Here's Yang. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way. Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
Very
for sure.
exclusive.
He can really rise up.
And the defense knows this. Somebody has to come over to contest.
Here is Edwards. The Thunder making the shot. 5 to shoot. That misses off the backboard.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from them.
Connects from 3-point range.
Great timing on that play, and Williams with no wasted motion.
Here's McDaniels after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Bobbed up there for Edwards. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, no, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes down.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Edwards.
There's just no quit as Dort works really hard to get out and distract shooters.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the 3-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Now, here's Holmgren. This one for 3. No good that time.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Edwards from deep 3-point territory. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside, Dort. Here's Yang. It's hauled in by Edwards.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
A floater. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves trailed by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to McDaniels. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Edwards. Gobert with it. A wide open look here for Caruso. And it's all evened up.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches a three. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McDaniels in the post. The tray. They swipe it. Stolen by McDaniels. Knocked away. On offense, here are the Thunder. Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. Here's Holmgren. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
Timberwolves trailed by 3. Now there's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Edwards got his third basket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Williams. Here's Yang. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Now here's Gobert. No scoring in this one. Bangs home the trifecta.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Williams. It's Clark with the rebound.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. And another 3 for Minnesota. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
And finished off by Williams.
Now Williams found the penetration and then committed to the drive completely.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Armstrong with it. Here he goes. Good work defensively by Bryant.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
Tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
But blocked by Simmons.
And look at the momentum Simmons gets on the drive, and he turns it into a huge slam.
Armstrong with it. Now guarded by
Good passing in the paint, maybe even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Pass to Armstrong. Outside for Randall. Timberwolves passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 10. Goes back up. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Back to Bryant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Shannon. To the middle. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the slam.
It's good. Simmons got 6 points.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Armstrong. They grab their own miss. Over in the corner, Randall. Outside, Avdia. Second chance shot. They shoot again. Can't capitalize inside.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Pass to Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And now Bryant pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And there's the whistle. Called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Thunder shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Bryant hits them both. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on court.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wallace outside. Over to the wing. Here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Wide open look here for Murray. Buries the long-range jumper. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Wallace goes in, and it's Wallace with the jam.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the
yep.
flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Murray surveying the D. Gobert the screen. Clock at 4. Murray with it. And it's Wallace making him. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A different look for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert pulls it in. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Murray for 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. On offense, here are the Thunder. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. From deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The Thunder leading by 6. And Williams slams it in.
Explosive move from J-Dub. Great athlete.
And he drives in. Outside, Avdia. Mr. Gobert. Gobert the screen. Here's Reed. Sinks the triple. Reed's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The kick out to Williams. Inside. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gobert the screen. Here's Murray. Pass to Reed. Shot from the top of the key. Good. He hits the jump shot. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Thunder up 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. Timberwolves trail by 5. A moment for an injury report.
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with Minnesota's head athletic trainer. And guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. Given that they're in the playoffs right now, you know he'll do everything he can to get back on the court as soon as possible. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Thunder. Holmgren comes with the double team. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Armstrong with it. Williams picks him up. Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Timberwolves trail by 5. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. Here is Armstrong. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Shannon. Over in the corner, McDaniels. From deep three-point land. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Shannon. From downtown. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Yep, that one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's McDaniels. 5 points in the game. Armstrong gets the bucket. Armstrong's got his second bucket.
They'll be with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the two-hand slam. And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by Oklahoma City. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Reed. Three-pointer. And Holmgren pulls it down. The Thunder leading by 6. Now Williams. To the wing on the left. Here's Yang. Nails the baby hook. 8 points for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
In the dunk by Holmgren.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Here's Yang. Miller grabs the miss.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Armstrong gets the bucket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 points in the game.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
There's McDaniels, and he uses the glass on the layup. McDaniels got 7 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Yang. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Timberwolves trailed by 6. Out to the right wing. Here's McDaniels. Off target with his 3.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. looks like that all game long.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Yang. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. 10 points for him. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rim.
Man, scoring off a turnover is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
Pass to Armstrong. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Holmgren. The putback. You know what? They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And here is McDaniel. .40 seconds left to play in the third. It's stolen by Dort. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
So quick in that open floor, Jalen Williams.
Timberwolves trailed by 10. Here's Armstrong. 7 points in the game. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Six to shoot. The shape. Driving to the basket. 4 for 9 from the floor with that miss. Up in time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Simmons. Out to Wallace. Back to Simmons. Wallace outside. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Randall with the block.
That's just a good, solid, instinctual play there from Randall.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Outside for Murray. Lets it go from deep. Aldama with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 10. Here's Bryant. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with him.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Here's Murray. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Pass to Wallace. Thibault on the wing. To the paint. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Over to the left wing. That shot a little beyond his normal range.
And they trust Murray to get the ball where it needs to go.
Wallace outside. Plays it up off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pulls up. The rebound by Bryant.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Ayton. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Murray outside. Avdia. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Avdia got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the Timberwolves won't get a change here. Pass to Thibault. Back to Ayton. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Murray with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. Now here's Murray. Down low. Just 5 on the clock. Deflected by Bryant. To the inside. It's deflected. Murray left side. And it's Murray with the jam.
And a great job, Murray just getting inside the defense and knifing his way in.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Off on the layup. Timberwolves trail by 9. Down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First free throw is good. That one is no good. The Thunder leading by 8.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And it's good, 2 points. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
To the middle. Out to Miller. Pass to Armstrong. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Fires from deep. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
On defense, Minnesota. It's a 10-point game. Here's Yang. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Takes a 3. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the Timberwolves with possession. Gobert the screen. And it's Miller in the corner. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Thunder leading by 12. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. And here is McDaniel. No good on the triple.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting him rip.
Stolen by McDaniels. Goes up. And he slams it down right on top of Chet Holmgren.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
And guys, that's just about going to do it here for Game 5. Always pivotal. And now we look ahead to a critical Game 6. But a huge win tonight for the Thunder.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And with this Game 5 victory, they will go up 3-2. And what do you think, guys, about their chances to win this series now?
I think they have the advantage. I mean, clearly one more game at home and one game on the road. They've got two chances now to get it done.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Welcome, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. You look at Oklahoma City.
Well, most people thought they'd lose this series. However, they've been rock solid. A chance to capture the series at home tonight. You cannot pass up this incredible opportunity.
Now here's Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Now here's Edwards. To the paint. Caruso outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. For 3. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with it. Caruso covers. Down low. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Now here's Edwards. Takes a 3. Again, the miss by Edwards.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Holmgren. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
McDaniels inside. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Fires the 3. Here's Gobert. On the wing, Caruso. And they double up Edwards. McDaniels from long range. He drops it from range.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the 3, that really helps their spacing.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside McDaniels. Inside. Gobert. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
They get it back. Outside McDaniels. And there's the screen. Second chance effort. The Thunder with the rebound.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Williams misses. Timberwolves trail by 5. Fires from deep. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got 6 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
Pass to Edwards. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. No good there. Some solid defense from Edwards. The Timberwolves trail. And here's McDaniels. He has 6. The kick out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That one misses. Then he sinks the second. And it's Thunder's ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, just outstanding positioning and timing by Gobert. He tries to block as many shots as he can.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Now here's Holmgren. He's scoreless. Outside, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Good on the second one. Now McDaniels. A minute 15 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Caruso. Back to Daniels. Now Randall. 17-foot shot on the way. And he knocks the jumper down. And that ties it up.
And yeah, Randall is absolutely a threat from in between. Something that D has to recognize and adjust accordingly.
Now here's Holmgren. Puts the move on. McDaniels with the rebound. And Minnesota with possession here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Daigneault and I were able to chat. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against the length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm, something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. That free throw good from Holmgren.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Another shot. Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, he came flying in right there. Gilgeous-Alexander on cleanup duty.
Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Randall. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Randall. Can't nail the jumper.
That is an incredible shot.
Unreal.
And we're back with you, folks, as this exciting Western Conference semifinal game rolls on. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Thunder.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Pass to Armstrong. Here's Shannon. Shoots it from the corner. Randall, good. Randall's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, as a shooter, Randall can be practically automatic. He gets the ball.
Wow!
Showing us how it's done.
To the inside. Tries again. Randall, left side. The bank shot, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
The floater. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Rudy Gobert's doing. Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer from Minnesota provided some information. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. And to come down with an injury at this point is a huge blow. The last thing he wants is to bow out in the midst of the playoffs. Back to you.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Out to the wing. The three, Randall. Aldama grabs the board. Thunder leading by 5. Here's Simmons. Pass to Aldama. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Now here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, this is what they want from Ayton. Play big.
Here's Armstrong. To the middle. Stolen by Ayton. And they're on the break. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Yeah, the forced turnover showing how Ayton's developing defensively. Ignites the break there.
second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Here's Bryant. Up top, Ayton. Wallace with it. Back to Ayton. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Inside. And that one is hammered home.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Bryant left side. Here he goes. And then Bryant with the dunk.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Stolen by Ayton. Back to Bryant. The kick out to Simmons. Pass to Bryant. Doubled by Randall. Wallace right side. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Oklahoma City leading by 13. And here's Bryant outside. His first miss of the game. 3 of 4 from the field now. Randall outside. From deep. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 6.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Wallace. Here's Simmons. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw no good for Simmons. Good on the shot.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Outside Edwards. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on an 18-6 run. Williams misses. Timberwolves trail by 15. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. McDaniels from long range. The rebound by Ben Simmons.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Reed sets a screen. It's McDaniels on the wing. 6 points for him. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw is off from Dort. Outside, Williams. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by 17. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. This game 6 getting started. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Top of the key jumper, no good. Timberwolves trail by 17. Here's McDaniels. The Thunder pull it in.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks it down from distance. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points for the game.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses. One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Thunder leading by 19. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From the stripe. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
McDaniels with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. And here's Reed. Hits the trifecta. Reed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Well, Reed really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
Shot clock at 2. That one's wide left. Timberwolves trail by 18. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Puts up a deep 3. The Thunder pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. To the inside. And that one's good. Holmgren. Holmgren's got 5 now.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
And here's Edwards outside. Counted from distance.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Timberwolves trail by 19. Down low. Outside for Randall. Lets it go from deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side, Williams. To the paint. Off target at the rim.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Pass to Armstrong. Down low. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Dort outside. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. 6 on the shot clock. Williams. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. The free throw drops for Williams. Timberwolves trail by 17. Here's Armstrong. Kept alive. And he goes in for the dunk.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Armstrong. There's the drive. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Simmons up top. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's Armstrong. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Outside for Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Now here's Simmons. 6 points for him. Got it. Good job in the low post. Simmons has got 4 points in the quarter. Randall outside. On target from range.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
And here's Simmons. Give him 8. Comes up empty down low. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
And every season, Randall seems to shoulder more of the offensive load. It's what allows him to dominate sometimes.
They grab their own miss. Here's Wallace. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Wallace has got 9.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Pass to DiVincenzo. From outside the arc. And Bryant pulls it down.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Simmons. Off with the layup. Here's Shannon. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
At some point, you have to try and force the ball out of his hands, but that's easier said than done.
Edwards for 3. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter, building this lead up.
51.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Timberwolves trail by 13. Outside McDaniels. There's the 3. Can't get it to drop.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Up top, Holmgren. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
So that brings him up to 4 fouls. So he's forced to hold himself back a little now, which may make him a target for the offense.
Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, defensively, Caruso is very disruptive. He can stay in your shirt, create turnovers, even block shots.
And Minnesota making a change here. Timberwolves trail by 13. Edwards. Pass to Reed. Sinks the 15-footer.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
SGA on the move. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Edwards with it. Drops in the layup for two.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Thibault. Pure from three-point range. Thibault's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Dort with a steal. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And Edwards slams it in.
A developing part of McDaniels' game that could elevate him to the next level.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Caruso. Edwards, no good. Thunder leading by 12. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. There's Holmgren on the slam.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
And here's Edwards outside. Edwards can't get that one to fall. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. McDaniels from long range. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
McDaniels with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. McDaniels, that's good.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Here's Dort. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And the Thunder making a change here. Timeout. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Randall on the screen. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. And Thibault with a drive. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Well, when you talk about great two-way players in this league, don't forget about Jaden McDaniels. He's already there defensively, and he's getting there offensively.
With the 10-footer, it's rebounded by Minnesota. Driving inside, Armstrong. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Randall has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved.
Timberwolves trail by 11. McDaniels from long range. No good that time.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's Oklahoma City now.
Number 13.
Pass to Holmgren. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Williams. Screen by Holmgren. Shoots from the line. McDaniels with the rebound. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. McDaniels from long range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. But look, he's got to find something easy.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. Williams on the wing. Over Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Timberwolves trail by 11. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be a second foul of the game. And there's 1:38 left to play in the fourth quarter.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Oh, so much size. Holmgren barely has to jump.
Pass to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. And here's Edwards. The three is up. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Williams into the lane. Misses from short range.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Thunder.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And they shut the door on the series, taking it 4-2.
The big key for them, avoiding Game 7. You always want to close it out before one of those.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. 9-point game.
Have to respect the tenacity. Gilgeous-Alexander isn't afraid of going straight at the defense on the drive.
First free throw is good. And that'll push the lead to double digits. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And stolen by Edwards.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Dort for 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder lead by 14.
Not afraid to shoot. Dort has become more confident in his jumper, and you see why.